everyone, I'm Jen Sletton, a registered dietitian, and this is week 2 of the 6-week video series. I want to help you protect your immune system and continue to reach your healthy weight and fitness goals during this COVID-19 situation. In this week 2 video, we'll look again at the negative influences from mental, nutritional, and physical stress. I'll help you replace the negative stuff in each category with better thinking, eating, and moving. More specifically, we're going to be talking about negative versus positive thinking, anti-inflammatory diet, and something called heart rate variability as a cool biomarker. So, inflammation is a hot topic these days. Acute inflammation can be helpful by protecting and healing the body after an injury or infection. Inflammation is beneficial initially, but if it sticks around too long, can actually be a threat to your health. This inflammation is known as chronic inflammation. The good news is that there are steps that you can take to reduce inflammation. Alleviate your mental stress, improve your nutrition, and take care to include movement that doesn't overstress your body. World and life events can sometimes take a toll on our mental health. Focusing on positive self-talk can actually increase hope and improve our creative problem-solving abilities, adjusting your thinking towards a more solution-based frame of mind, for example. So how do we do this? What are some tools to help shift negative thoughts? For some of us, focusing on the positive listed here can be an easy shift with a little practice. Just noting any negative thoughts, recognizing that you're doing it, and then replacing those thoughts with more positive sentencing can really help. Even truly using a pen and paper when you practice reworking those thoughts. For some, this is way easier said than done. I'll dive deeper into this in a few minutes. Other strategies to shift negative thinking patterns include being your own friend and encourager. Think of it as if you were encouraging a friend to make a change. Actually writing down your 3 positive attributes to think on can be helpful. The third strategy is to decrease negative influences. Take a time out from excess news, violent TV shows, and social media scrolling. Do what it takes to improve your environment. Negative people and negative environments have a huge impact on how we see the world and our place in it. If there's constant negativity around us, then it can bleed into our own thoughts and feelings. Positive influence, on the other hand, can inspire and push us towards self-improvement and progression. Being exposed to a constant stream of negative updates can definitely impact our mental health. While we can't control what other people do, nor the circumstances of something like COVID-19, take some time to reflect on the things that you do have control over in your environment and create healthy boundaries around any negative influences. A series of boundaries books by Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsend may be helpful. Next, consider your audience. Pursue goals for you, not for anyone else. In order to reap the benefits of long-term change and self-satisfaction, the desire has to come within. So pick goals that you would like to pursue. It also can be helpful to focus on a couple of things at a time versus everything at once. Break down goals into bite-sized pizzas to really experience the bits of progress along the way. These checklists in this video are found under week 2 in our website in the Nutrition Learning Library. If negative thoughts are dominating areas of your life, changing your thinking takes time. You'll really want to practice healthy thinking every day. Decide if you might benefit from further, more in-depth reading about this. Other ways to go deeper to get after negative thinking patterns include using tools for positive thinking like quotes, podcasts, meditation tools, or phone apps. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, this is a type of therapy that can replace negative thoughts with accurate, realistic ones. Visit with a practitioner who specializes in CBT, negative thoughts, or even one who understands OCD, where negative looping thoughts can be a bit like OCD with thinking versus behaviors. Consider tapping, a type of EFT, as another way to tackle emotional eating, negative energy, or negative beliefs affecting your life. There are health practitioners who also specialize in that technique. Search out books about negative thinking patterns, social confidence. Also, try to find a special practitioner who specializes in these kinds of things. The key word here is specializes. Now let's talk about the nutritional stress, which can lead to inflammation. Inflammation influenced by a diet full of highly processed, sugary foods and beverages is a very common issue. Ideally, we want to avoid chronic inflammation from the foods that we eat. For example, in excess, these are common inflammatory foods for most of us. So there's sugar, sugary drinks, processed meats, alcohol, inflammatory oils, and fried foods laced with saturated fat. This detailed checklist is also available on the Week 2 goal sheet in the Nutrition Learning Library. Last on this list is for those of us who have unique food sensitivities or intolerances that can cause inflammation. If you're experiencing any bothersome symptoms, then it makes sense to dig deeper with a registered dietitian to find out what is inflammatory for you beyond the usual suspects. Which of these inflammatory foods listed here do you consume the most? Are there some that you're willing to cut back on this week? To manage the dietary-based inflammation, you'll want to limit these foods and beverages while adding in healthy foods with anti-inflammatory benefits. The benefits of anti-inflammatory type diet include improved sleep, quality, and mood, longevity, decreased risk for metabolic and cardiovascular diseases and autoimmune diseases. So what kinds of foods should we incorporate to reduce inflammation and boost the immune system? The main components of a typical anti-inflammatory diet includes these foods. Aim for 5 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables daily. Berries, cabbage, beets, dark cherries, these are some of my favorites with exceptional anti-inflammatory properties. Also, increasing your fiber helps. Choosing the healthier fats and also including fish 2 times a week can be helpful. Include these proteins listed here, with red meat less than 2 times a week, or for some, less than 2 times a month. Include the seasonings listed here as well, along with dark chocolate or green tea. So, which of these are your favorite anti-inflammatory foods to include more often? I want to also mention the Mediterranean style diet, which has been shown to reduce inflammation in as little as 6 weeks. Pictured here is the Mediterranean diet pyramid. As you can tell by this, it's a close reflection of the anti-inflammatory foods that I just listed to include more often. The last to touch on today is physical stress and using heart rate variability to assess your body's stress. So what is HRV, or heart rate variability? First of all, it can be measured by using a strap like this, which goes against your skin around your rib cage. It measures the changes and patterns between heartbeats. It's like the check engine light for your entire body and mind. When your HRV is lower than your own established norm, for example, it may indicate a higher body-mind stress level or that your stress load is increasing. Stress creates a more active sympathetic nervous system. If overactive for too long, your nervous system response contributes to inflammation and thus can hurt your overall health and curtail your weight loss efforts. One way to remedy this is breathing techniques that we teach in the fluid health and fitness classes. I've had a lot of fun learning about tracking my heart rate variability the past few months. So now for Week 2 goal setting. Look for the goal setting worksheets under Week 2 in the Nutrition Learning Library. It includes all of these checklists that we covered today, which will help you assess, make some goals for the week, and motivate you to move forward. Here are some goals to get you started. First of all, write down what your 3 positive attributes are. 2, check at least 1 inflammatory food to reduce and 1 anti-inflammatory food to increase. And then also complete your Elite HRV setup and begin tracking. Thanks for joining in, and we'll see you again real soon.